North Shore 1049. It's Hank Morse, and I've got a great guy with a great story to tell who is really going to lift you up heading into 2021. The great James Norris is with me, my longtime friend. We've been friends 10, 15 years. I don't know, a long time. James is an entrepreneur. He started a nonprofit called Handy Capable Fitness. James has cerebral palsy, and he is one of the most uplifting, empowering, and motivating individuals I've met in my entire life. He just doesn't have a bad day. If he does, he doesn't let you see it. All right. So, James, thank you for being here. Let's hope 2021 is going to be a great year. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Hank. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
James, thank you, first of all, and tell everybody how cerebral palsy affected you.
So cerebral palsy affects a lot of people in a lot of different ways. For me, it basically affects mostly my left side and my ability to walk. I use a wheelchair, use a walker, use leg braces, and a couple other different adaptive devices.
Now, the amazing thing is that you have done some walking in the last couple of years. Tell that story.
So basically, I had the opportunity to start working out at Mike Bowles Strength and Conditioning, a world-renowned gym. I owe a lot of my success to them, and particularly Ken Whittier and Craig Seidenglantz. But basically, I rolled into the gym. Ken didn't know I had cerebral palsy at the time. He figured out a program, and one day, I started to see the progress I was making. Woke up one morning, decided that I wanted to do a 5K. I don't know why, but I went into the gym, told Ken, so that's what we started to train for. One thing led to another. I fell short of that goal, but I wanted to show people that, hey, if you put your mind to something, that it can be done. I walked 3 laps around a track in Woburn, and we did it to raise awareness for handicapable fitness and handicapable athletes.
That is spectacular. I mean, had you walked at all as a young child?
Very, very little. When I was in elementary school and growing up through middle school and that sort of thing, I did do physical therapy, and I had some great physical therapists. But as you get older, the services, they fall off. And to be honest with you, I was a typical teenager. My parents and my teachers would tell me, oh, James, you got to do your exercises. You got to stretch. I was like, yeah, I know everything. Your typical teenager. And I just wouldn't do it. And one thing led to another. And I realized as I got into my 20s, holy crap, this is very important. This is something I need to really take on and start doing.
So tell me about Handy Capable Fitness and how you started it.
Okay, so Handy Capable Fitness started out of my own personal journey. You see, growing up, I was never really into fitness, healthy eating, any of that. I actually worked in radio for 6 years, some of the best times of my life. And I had the opportunity to go to California to work for a production company. Picked up everything, moved out to California. Shortly after being there, they came to me and said, sorry, we're going to have to lay you off. I fell into a depression, really developed some unhealthy eating habits, gained a bunch of weight, came back to Boston, was fortunate enough to get my job back at the old radio station I was at. And I came home from work one day and I lived on the second floor. And I realized that it was really difficult for me to get up the stairs.
How would you go up the stairs every day?
On my knees. Super difficult for me to do this. So I knew I needed to make a change. So I would literally go to the gym every day and do the same workout. Finally, a trainer saw me. He says, James, he goes, I see you in here every day. You're doing your thing. He says, let me design a program around your goals and your challenges. One thing led to another. We started to work together, and the things I was doing in the gym were new to me. So for once in my life, I was finally able to pull out that inner athlete in myself. So I was just documenting all this stuff to show my friends and family all these new things I was doing.
What did it do to your confidence, and how did it help your depression?
It completely gave me a new sense of confidence. I knew I could roll into a room and be friends with everybody. And for once in my life, I realized that people weren't looking at the wheelchair. They were looking at James, the person. But fitness really changed my life. It gave my life purpose, and it gave my life direction. My trainer says, James, you're taking all these videos. He goes, if you're doing this, you could inspire not only your family and your friends, but you could inspire so many other people. So I came up with the Handicapable Fitness Instagram page. One thing led to another. It gained some pretty big success, and we turned it into a nonprofit officially in July.
Who are you helping with your nonprofit?
I like to call them handicapable athletes. So it's anybody that has a physical challenge. Our mission is to help people realize that just because you have a challenge, that doesn't define who you are. And you can actually go out and live the life of your dreams. Whether you want to do a Spartan race, you want to play sled hockey, you want to play wheelchair basketball, whatever it is, you can do it. And we want to help give those individuals the equipment and the services needed to do so.
James, you are a remarkable athlete, a tremendous person with a huge heart. I admire you so much, as thousands of people do. If somebody would like to go Handy Capable Fitness, where do they find the website?
It's handycapablefitness.com, HANDI, capablefitness.com.
And you're on social media?
Yes.
And folks, when you go and you watch what James has done, you will want to get out there on New Year's Day and do something yourself, because you'll feel, I can do this. And 2021 can be a heck of a lot better than 2020.
You know what, buddy? I'm gonna challenge everybody. Everybody says new year, new me. If you have a goal, whether it's fitness, whether it's starting that business or whatever it is, don't wait till the clock hits or the calendar hits 1. Go after it now. Start laying those bricks now and building that foundation and that momentum as we head into 2021.
It's a great way to look at it. James Norris, you are the greatest.
Thank you, Hank. That means a lot coming from you.
What a spectacular human being James Norris is. Go to handycapablefitness.com. handycapablefitness.com. Your entertainment update is on the way right here on North Shore 1049.